said nothing is fresh is the best is. Whoever than himself, he the best is. Impressive. I ain't rhyming any beat like I'm back in 96. The beat he in the streets, earbuds. Fuck the beats and be cursing like a sailor. I so I will be writing grander. For those they give you remember the Titans have blood like Perseus. Uncle Tom was like a white man. Stay about his money, let me in the ear like he's Tyson. And I hear he laid back guy's feet up when he rap, making the traffic stand still. They freeze when he say action. Small fraction might walk away simply cause of distraction. But always getting back. I think it's cause I'm so attractive. The attractions in my trapping. Roll over to the masters on my Oscar de la Renta dough. Get with the classics. It's on your downfall. Make a beat to go and match it. I take a seat and relax. Scratch the beat and keep rapping.
Different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is loud, yeah.
A chef on the glass, work on the plate, show my ass. Got the skills to pay the bills, but expensive taste make waste haste to your face. And baby, take this crème fresh to your faith. Won't not like that, gotta make sure it's seasoned right. You ever served 160 within a 300? See humanity testing your sanity. After you were dropping a hole, no like, no more fight. But that get that time, we must do the crime. After 12, we feel one. Say stories to tell about going through hell. How you almost fell, how you messed up that VIP's Cornell. This life in the kids, so you got a quick glimpse of what it means to hustle, bustle through our eye muscle. It's crazy, it's crazy. This profession's not for the lazy, cause it's a
different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is loud, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide where you can take it. Hey, just remember that you can too.
It's a different world, man, I'm on some different shit. 250 nowadays for a pair of kicks. I remember when James was like $130, but the rock what I got in my stock, you're unworthy. Foam posits on my feet, never laced up. Foam posits on my feet with the fresh cut. Cargoes with the dope t-shirt to match. Wait a minute, hold on, let me check the back of the trunk. Pull them sixes out, feeling like Brian and Dwayne. Feeling fresh in this game like a champ. Got them Jeremy Scotts on their feet with the wings. I'm fly above means, above all. Just to get fresh like I get in these kicks. You gotta stand in line overnight, wait for these shits camp out. Had these for 3 weeks before they even came out. It's a
different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come, different world. Ooh. And where you come from. The city is loud, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. Hey, and if we fall less on our goal, you can decide where you can take it. Hey, just remember that you can too. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world than where you come from. Ooh, than where you come from.
I know I'm a little early today, but I kind of want to try to get this in before this storm comes because I don't know how it's going to affect the stream. So, hey, all gravity, any day above ground, live it. So we talk. Y'all see the title, Black Empowerment is Paramount for the Future. But we got some breaking news to start. Actually, a few things. So number one, as you see on the screen, and for those on the audio playback, I've got a tweet up from Malcolm Nance. Now, he's a former soldier. He's been with the U.S. intelligence for 36 years. And if you remember on the channel, I did a video about him making a decision to go over to Ukraine to go fight white supremacists' temper tantrum. And I went in on him. I said this was the stupidest idea I've ever seen because this, number one, this is not your war. And number two, you're going to put yourself at risk of losing your life or being severely injured for a country who's not going to reciprocate. So he wrote this tweet today, well, last night. It says, time to defend America. All of you who have wished me well over the last 4 months and prayed for my safety, you will be very happy to know I've set a course for home. So he's coming home, folks. He's coming home. I'm not even going to go in on him, per se. I'm glad he's not dead, because I even said in that video, I'm glad. I hope he comes back in one piece. But, you know the internet. They see something like this and they take it and they got to put their commentary to it. So people went in on him. Somebody asked, why is your uniform so clean after 4 months of war? Shiny gear, that must be tough over there. Your costume is perfectly clean to the point that it looks like the original packaging folds are still in it. Clown emoji. Oh, he's one of them. He's a conservative. Okay. Yeah. Pretty much everybody had their opinion, so it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm glad that he's home. B1 to Quasi Black Star B1. Make sure y'all share this out. I know it's an hour early. But yeah. Got a lot to talk about, folks. A lot to talk about. I guess we'll just address the elephant in the room. So the Tariq interview with DJ Akademiks dropped yesterday, folks. Let me get this fool off the screen. So the Akademiks interview dropped yesterday, folks. And I listened to it. So for all of those who were hoping DJ Akademiks would have a redemption arc, you will be sadly hearing that that's not going to happen. I regret to inform you that it will not happen. He sat down with Tariq for, I think it was 2 hours and 12 minutes. And that man did not learn nothing. He heard what Tariq said, but he didn't listen. He heard what Tariq said, but didn't listen. Folks, when you have somebody who has done research and has put significant man hours into crafting history and making sure that its narratives are the truth, and you're operating from an area of hearsay, you kind of should lend yourself to their expertise. This fool did not do that. This fool heard this man talk about the origins of hip hop and still fought against it. Even had the nerve to bring up dancehall. Now, y'all know me. I'm Jamaican. Dancehall's roots come from early hip hop. Comes from the big band era. We know this. Dancehall has not been around as long as reggae's been around. Dancehall really started in the late, I want to say the late 70s, early 80s. Because at that point, it was still reggae. It was still culture. It was still ska. Dancehall was for those who wanted to put on stage shows, who wanted to entertain the crowd. That's where you get the Stings and the Clashes from. Outside of Bob Marley, reggae wasn't really popping like that until Shabba Ranks came up to the States with Trailer Load of Gals, aka Trailer Load of Girls. Put that song out and got dancehall popping. This man still thinks that Jamaicans created that. And then he gives the answer of, all right, I can see where you're coming from, which we all know means, all right, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to subscribe to that. But if that's your truth, you can go ahead and believe it. He still tried to cape for Candace Owens, folks. He still sat up there and acted like he didn't know what white supremacy was. He didn't want to hear what on code was. So I said, this Negro, he's lost. He can go and be on the slave ship with the rest of them. Because he knows better. You're in hip hop. You know better, sir. But again, you got your fame off going viral. You really didn't put in that work. So I'm going to leave you and your Stephen A. Smith face looking ass right where you at. I ain't fixing to talk about you no more. And from up above on the pantheon of great leaders, one of the great leaders had to chime in and give their opinion.
This is a sick Negro.
Yes, sir. A very sick Negro. Very sick. So shout out to Woods on Twitter for bringing that up. Because if I didn't see his tweet, I wouldn't have brought up what DJ Akademiks said about hip hop. But let's continue, folks. So as I was scrolling on the Twitter, I saw this come up for those who care. I know they're white, but for those who care. A legendary actor has transitioned. They're not black. Yes, folks. James Caan has passed away today. James Caan. I remember seeing him in Eraser with Vanessa Williams and Arnold Schwarzenegger. He played the bad guy. Great movie for an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Great movie. I believe he made that movie. You know, he's from Godfather fame, the movie I mentioned. He was in The Gambler, great movie. Brian's Song. Yeah, so he transitioned young age of 82. So condolences to his family, and we'll move on. So, as I said, the show today, Black Empowerment, is paramount for the future. We're under attack, folks. We are under attack. We're under attack from all facets of life, from white supremacy down to their bootlicks, tethers who do not understand what's going on out here and they want to play white, TV conservatives, hell, even your bus driver that don't like you because you're constantly running for the bus. Everybody hates black people because of stereotypes and misinformed history. They love to run around and say, we're no good. And when we start preaching black empowerment and making sure our children and those around us understand the history and how to move, then we're somehow agitators. We don't care. We just want to cause trouble. And then I say this.
It's okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
It becomes personal. Because anytime we try to fight back, y'all get upset. So let's begin this discussion, folks. Black empowerment is paramount for the future. We all saw the tape. We all saw it. This broad decided that this was smart. Get your booty to the pole 2.0 is her. It's her. And she's going to do it in all her glory, folks.
Vote Senator Mack.
Yeah. Because twerking for votes is really going to affirm what we're doing out here in these streets. But of course, we do digging here at the New Black Media. Come to find out that this woman wants to take kids and teach them how to self-pleasure themselves, because our children need to learn that. Shout out to RG Titan 901. I know, again, folks, I'm early, but I'm trying to get ahead of this storm. So this Tiara Mack chick, she wants to teach our children how to self-pleasure and the A word, that type of sex. Because that's what our children need, not to learn about what's going on out here. She don't want to learn how to translate how our young daughters should move out here. No, she doesn't want to do that. She wants a law out here promoting self-pleasuring of children, because we want to see that. Grown people want to see that. Bad enough our parents, some of us, caught us doing that, but we want to keep that cycle going. Then in true female fashion, the broad gets the backlash and then acts like she did nothing wrong. And it wasn't lost on me, folks, that all of a sudden now she has braids, aka dreads, aka box braids in her hair, trying to relate. It wasn't lost on me. So here's what she said. Now, shout out to BT, you know, their supremacist ass. Shout out to them. They said, detractors of the clip whined about the District 6 rep making black women look bad, and her antics were the reason Matt couldn't be taken seriously as a politician. So we were whining. No, sir. Or whoever the hell wrote this. Probably some woman. Let's see. Oh, they never put an author on. Here we go. Keka. Lord. Oh, we're going to have fun with this one. Keka. 10-1, you're probably. Let's see. Keka. What is her? Ah, knew it. Okay. But Keka says that we're whining because this woman is twerking for votes. We're whining. So Miss Abigail said, do black women want to be taken serious? If so, why do we have black women who show off their bodies, use vulgar language, and sexualize everything as our representation in the media? Where are the women of elegance and grace? Those are the people who keep winning Democratic primaries, who want to teach your kids about pleasure-based sex education. Communists like Mac District 6 aren't just radicals, they're the face of the party. I'm not going to call her the C word, but, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. Here's the defenders. Everyone essing on Tiara Mack is reinforcing a racist expectation of professional and modesty. Huh? The misogynistic undertones are quite clear, too. This is ridiculous. Who gives a F if she twerked on TikTok? This is why some people should not be allowed to have platforms. You're an idiot, sir. So All of a sudden now it's racist for someone black to be professional and modest. Did not realize this, but okay. But okay. This is what I mean, folks. This is why I say we might have to seriously consider separating. The author defended this. This would have been me giving Tiara Mack a black full-bodied locked up. Oh, Lord. A black full-bodied locked up Ivy League graduate from down south, her flowers at the beach. She hit a handstand. I stand. I love us, and I love that they're mad. So in this tweet, and I'm going to show you why I'm going to go in on this chick. So she said, full-bodied, locked up Ivy League graduate from down south. So basically, she just said that down south people are stupid. Where all my down south people at? Where y'all at? Sound off in the comment section if you're watching this on the playback. Where my down south people at? She just called down south people stupid. Full-bodied, locked up Ivy League graduate. What does that mean, folks? As an Ivy League graduate, you don't have situational awareness. They don't teach you this at school. I guess she didn't take that. I guess she didn't take that as something she should not have said. Oh, RG Titan. You've just given me an idea. But who would like to see this Keka Arujo's profile? Oh, we got the profile. I got questions. There's something that's clicking my jerk chicken senses. Yeah. 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 I am sensing the Horn of Africa. I'm sensing this. I'm sensing this. You've written for Black Enterprise. We know they're a failure. Sister to Sister. That is a man-hating rag. Medium. White people. Enough said. Huffington Post. Need I say more? The Root or The Weed. Enough said. Blavity. Lord have mercy. Madame Noir. Again, another man-hating site. Yeah. Yeah. I create a dope take on culture, fashion, travel, beauty, entertainment, celebrities, education, crime, and social justice issues. Uh-huh. Olo Risa. Huh. Give me some more things about your... So we're speaking Portuguese. No. Yes. Maybe. So we're speaking Spanish. So you're not from here. Okay. Say less. Let's look up the etymology of this word. Yeah. Ooh, Yoruba culture. Maybe. I ain't sure. Nah, that might not be it. But they're equating you with Nigeria, man. This is not good for you. But anyway. Yeah. You're actually defending this. Because we know damn well if this was one of them, B1 family, B1 film animation art. We know damn well if this was one of your people, this would not be flying. We know this. But let's get back to that tweet. because there's another tweet here. I need y'all to see this one. And this is where situational awareness again escaped somebody. This fool wrote, politicians be the R words, murderers, abusers, the P word, illiterate, and so much worse. Please leave Tiara Mac alone, laughing my ass off. Right. So you're really gonna go to the extreme to make her and her twerking somehow okay. This is what I mean. With bigger fish to fry, like mass shootings and abortion rights being rescinded, state senators succinctly gathered conservatives and naysayers with one sentence. Damn, twerking upside down really makes the conservative, unhinged internet accounts pop off on a Monday. Oh, God. And then she wrote something on Twitter. Do y'all want to see what she wrote on Twitter? Fine, we'll see what she wrote on Twitter. I'll read it. Oh, God. I don't even know what she said. Oh, she did a video. I'm not... Do I even want to play it? I can't hear it, so I'm not even going to play it. She already sound... I can just tell she already sounds stupid. She said something stupid. Well... Unfortunately, folks, she will not get reelected. So there's that. But let's move on. Black empowerment. We know this ain't going to be black empowerment. Twerking does not bring dollars. Unless you strip. Unless you strip. And even then. It not gonna work. But let's continue, folks. Let's continue. Brittany Griner, black empowerment is paramount for the future. Folks, Brittany Griner pled guilty today. She pled guilty, folks. The supremacists broke her. And we're not talking about the Russians. We're talking about Biden. Biden talked to her wife. Biden, I heard, offered condolences, and they're trying everything they can, which is a lie because she just pled guilty today, folks, to drug charges. DSB, hello. She pled guilty, folks. U.S. Olympic basketball gold medalist Brittany Griner pled guilty to drug charges in a Russian court on Thursday. Griner, who's been detained since February after Russian officials said they found cannabis oil in her luggage, faces up to 10 years in prison. Yeah. Zangief and them broke her. Yeah. A White House statement Wednesday said Griner is being held under intolerable circumstances after President Biden and Vice President Harris called Griner's wife, Sherelle, assuring her they were doing all they could to secure her release. Guess you didn't do that because she had to plead the guilty. But people were comparing this to when Trump threatened trade war with Sweden about A$AP Rocky. Yeah. Aboriginal woman, hello. But the Alphabet crew didn't come to save her. I told y'all on many, many occasions, and a lot of y'all know this, the white LGBT ain't shit. I don't care if they get mad that I said that. I'll say it again. The white LGBT ain't shit. Because if the white LGBT was shit, this would never have went as far as it did. Because apparently it's either one or two things. They either didn't care about her or they don't have as much power as they think they do. Because if they couldn't sway Biden and command me to go get this chick out of Russia, then hell, they don't have power. But then again, I think about it. Didn't Putin punk them back in 2018? If I seem to remember correctly, I might have my dates wrong. But yeah, I seem to remember him punking them in 2018 when he had the Winter Olympics in Sochi, and he told them, I'm not tolerating the gay stuff over here. And all of them went into a tailspin and were going talking about boycott the Winter Olympics, and our players shouldn't go over there and compete because he's homophobic. And guess what? The Americans still went over there. Funny how that works. So once again, the white LGBT ain't shit, because this is a perfect example of you showing your power that Obama gave you. And don't worry, Obama is going to be coming up later. She's about to do 10 years, folks. Hard labor. All her friends on the Mercury, they can talk. I didn't hear them talk about, oh, we're going to boycott our games until she's released. Let's hear what the lawyer said.
And she admitted that it was hers, but she said that it was unintentionally brought to Russia because she was in a hurry. She was packing, and it was just by accident it ended up
by
in
accident.
her luggage.
Okay, thank you, Zangi.
Considering her personality and that she is a role model to many people, to many young people, she just thinks she should be responsible for her actions.
The prosecution was reading the medical certificates, and what did the medical certificate said? That no.
Okay, enough. Hey, this is when the G7 should be coming outside. Where's my G7? Folks, where's my G7? RG Titan, the white LGBT wanted us to throw the cape on for Britney so he could take credit for it. That ain't gonna work this time. And I'm glad you brought that up. It ain't gonna work this time. I heard what y'all FBA say. Y'all put the cape on for everybody else. Now it's time we're not gonna cape. I get it. Leave me alone. I get it. Now, I'm not saying she deserved what she got, but I will say this, ma'am, you've traveled international. Your teams, I'm pretty sure, send you lists of rules and regulations to follow while you're in those countries. Hell, you can Google this stuff. Now, I don't know if you had it in your bag or not. They claim you did. You might have been slipped. I don't know. But let me tell you something. You know better than to go to a white supremacist country and not adhere to the rules. I did a story months ago about that stupid Zambian chick who went over there and twerked at that monument in Russia, and they trying to hit her with charges. You know better. This ain't like you play in Africa somewhere or in the Caribbean. You went to Russia. And I don't care the reason why you had what you had in your bag. You know better. This not the wave, ma'am. This is not the wave. By the way, thank you, Film Animation Art. How come Tiara Mack hasn't said something? But you know what? Let me not lie on her. Let me not lie on her. Let me not lie on her. Maybe she did say something. I'm not going to lie on her. There it is. Miss Self-Pleasure herself. Why didn't she say something on her? Let's play that game. Y'all know I love to play this game, folks. So that's y'all's Tiara Mack. She didn't say something on Brittany Griner. Now, maybe I spelled her name wrong. Let me make sure I spell her name right before I continue, because I don't want to get in trouble. Let's see. Okay, so it's with a E. So I probably spelled it wrong, but okay. Wait. Right? Let me just make sure again. Yeah, Brittany Griner. Okay, I just want to make sure. So I spelled her name wrong again. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Nope. I'm still undefeated. She didn't say anything about Brittany Griner. Let's see old Cori Bush, because Cori Bush ran on that platform of defunding the police and accountability and all that, and then starts pushing LGBT rights. Let's see. Okay, so Cori Bush said something back in March. Let's see if she said anything currently. March 22nd, March 18th, March 16th, March 16th, March 17th, March 17th, March 19th, the 16th. Ma'am, we're in July. And you said nothing since March. Aboriginal woman said they thought because they come over to the U.S. and disrespect, they can do it anywhere. Yeah. I don't know what that... Wait. Who disrespected? Wait, don't tell me this chick... Wait, don't tell me the chick is not FBA. Don't tell me that. Oh, no. Right. Cori Bush ain't FBA. That's right. She's not. She's from the islands. DSB said FBA got her own problems to worry about. She did that to herself, not her fight. All right, y'all put out the edict. That's on y'all. But it's just funny that y'all's politicians wait until something happens to say something. Where's y'all's Black Caucus? Ain't said a word. Hold on, let me go look up. What the one named Ayanna Pressley? She probably didn't say anything about this because she's not suffering. Brittany Griner's not suffering from alopecia. We going down. So people tagged her in this. So people are tagging her in this, but she hasn't said anything either. Funny how that works. Where's Val Demings, old the super cop, super Florida cop? Where's she at? Didn't say a word. Imagine my surprise. The twerking lady. Oh, I played that before. Oh, the twerking lady. Wait, she's not FBA? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Aboriginal woman, don't tell me that. Does she have a wiki? Let's see if she has a wiki. She has a Wikipedia. Don't tell me she's not. She was raised in Georgia and South Carolina. Let's see. Does it show her lineage? Guess not. Who is she? LGBT Victory Fund. Okay. LPAC. Ooh. Yo, y'all remember about? Oh man, I might have to do a show about LPAC, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I did not know the twerking lady was an FBA, but that's on y'all. I also found out Candace Ora, she revealed that she's from St. Thomas. Her family's from St. Thomas. So there's that. I guess she still considers herself an American because St. Thomas is part of the American territories. But yeah, y'all's black politicians ain't said nothing. Oh, I forgot. Let me look up Den Mother. Let me look up Den Mother. Let's see if Den Mother said something. Oh, nothing. Nothing. How come Den Mother didn't say anything? People are this person, Natura Artist Magistra, is tagging Maxine Waters and nothing. Huh. Interesting. Den Mother didn't even say something. But y'all wanna This is why I like politics, folks. Politics is just a treasure trove of information. Oh nah, that chick, nah, she's not. She's FBA, but that author, the one that wrote the piece saying that she was unbothered, she's not FBA. She's giving me Horn of Africa vibes because she said she was full bodied, locked up, and something else. But yeah. So Brittany Griner is going to do 10 years, more than likely. Probably do more, but probably do more. But we're off her. Who wants to laugh real fast? Let's laugh at this idiot real fast. This is called an intermission, folks. This is what they do to black folks, and then we get tired. I was hoping that was the dude screaming like that. Yeah. Yeah. But I brought up Obama. Black empowerment is paramount for the future. I ain't signing up for your mailing list. Because they love saying Trump didn't do nothing for black folks. Yes, serves him right. Leave the animals alone. I keep telling y'all, folks, I think the tide is turning with nature in us because we remember that viral video of that cop getting owned by his own canine when he was trying to lock up that black man for nothing. And now we have, for some reason, all these animals now leaving black people alone and becoming one with us. And again, the white folk, them damn white folk, are getting their ass kicked messing with these animals. And non-black folk, too. Quick story. I think I mentioned this before, but I was walking to work one day, and this person's dog, I guess, got loose or something, because for some reason, I don't know why they didn't have him on a leash, but whatever. I think they saw me. I wasn't paying attention. All I heard was yelling. I looked up, and I see this big-ass dog running towards me, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go. This damn dog come up to me and starts licking me and jumping all over me, and I'm like, what the hell? Now, I work in a restaurant trade. Maybe he smelled the food on me. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right. I ain't finna touch nobody, dog, because if something happen, white folk, they get nuts. I'm not messing with somebody's pet. So a white person come up to me talking about, hey, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, look, it's okay. He's like, but that's weird. He's never done this before. He just doesn't. He's not a people dog. I was like, I mean, that's fine. He's like, again, I'm so sorry about that. So he finally puts on the leash and then takes the dog. And I'm just looking there. I'm like, uh-huh. I wonder why he's not a people dog, but okay. Say less. But actually, you know what? Before I get into Obama, there's been another shooting, folks. 15-year-old teenager, Spanish, got killed by the police. That dog sends you a good person, my brother. Maybe because lately pets have just been attracted to me. Pause. I don't know what it is. Maybe, like I said, that's why I said maybe nature is going back to the way it was. Because that sister that was feeding that elephant, I mean. But yeah, folks, before we get into Obama, police out in Arizona, they said, hey, we might have messed up. So they killed this 15-year-old because he's suspected of doing some crimes and stealing a car. Juan Carlos Boyorquez. And they got a GoFundMe up. They're asking for $5,000. So far, they got 360. That's $360, not 360 grand. I just want people to understand that. Yeah, they said he led cops on a police chase, got killed. So, there's that. Moving on. That's what I call the Uvalde effect. I move on. Let's talk about Obama. Because like I said, everybody likes to say Trump didn't do nothing for us. But a lot of people neglect to mention that Obama didn't do a lot for us either. So this article was written, they don't give a date. But it says the Obama presidency was a disaster for middle-class wealth in the United States. Between 2007 and 2016, the average wealth of the bottom 99% dropped by $4,500. Over the same period, the average wealth of the top 1% rose by $4.9 million. Because, of course, Obama made sure to take care of his rich buddies. Shout out to you, Al Sharpton, you damn coon. This drop hit the housing wealth of African Americans particularly hard. Outside of home equity, black wealth recovered its 2007 level by 2016. The average black home equity was still $16,700 lower. Much of this decline, we will argue, can be laid at the feet of President Obama's housing policies led directly to millions of families losing their homes. What's more, Obama had the power, money, legislative tools, and legal leverage to sharply ameliorate the foreclosure crisis. Because, again, remember, he inherited the 2008 financial crisis. And when he ran, he claimed he would clean it up in 18 months. Took him 3 years. But people neglect to bring that back up. After the 2008 collapse, the Wall Street banks caused the crisis got spectacular sums in the form of the Troubled Asset Relief Package, or TARP, and discount loans from the Federal Reserve. According to one estimate, they received a staggering $29 trillion in cash and loans. Look up Too Big to Fail or read the book. It's on HBO Max. It is great. Sorry, I didn't share the screen. For homeowners, the largest source of potential relief was ironically that same bank bailout, which contained an unspecified appropriation to prevent avoidable foreclosures. The Obama administration designed and implemented the foreclosure relief effort, calling it the Home Affordable Mortgage Program, or HAMP. It set aside $75 billion for the effort. But HAMP proved to be an abject failure. The basic problem was that the government paid mortgage servicers who processed the payments and paperwork for the mortgage owner to conduct mortgage modifications. Servicers have an incentive to keep people paying on a high principal since they receive a percentage of the outstanding debt. They even have an incentive to foreclose because they are paid from the proceeds of a foreclosure sale before the actual owners. That's just man. That's the man. That's the man. Yep. Never prosecuted the banks. Just made them too big to fail. Even before the crash, decades of discriminatory policies had depressed African Americans' housing wealth. New Deal federal housing subsidies, the bedrock of the post-war middle class, largely locked out African Americans. Racist housing covenants forbade neighborhoods from selling or renting to black families, backed up by the threat of riot. Black families that could buy were often brutally exploited by contract sellers. Yeah. because after that housing crisis, you started seeing these developments just start popping up everywhere, but they would always outprice black folks. Or if black folks did get in, they were probably the one of three in that development. And they usually had to pay for the higher houses. The mortgage bubble fostered similar abuses. Originators looking for anyone to take subprime mortgages handed them out to disproportionately black lower class people and steered black middle class families who would have qualified for ordinary mortgages into subprime loans as well. And subprime loans are basically you don't put much down, but they're going to hit you with insane interest rates after a time, which is what they did before the financial crisis. They were giving out these sweetheart loans, and then the banks realized they couldn't uphold to it because they weren't making money, so they hit them with these insane APRs, and people couldn't afford it, so people were getting foreclosed on left and right. Former Wells Fargo's employees, shout out to Tory and Rain, later testified that the bank deliberately tricked middle-class black families who they called mud people since y'all don't believe that they said that, I'm going to highlight it. Mud people into subprime ghetto loans. Oh, they're just going, they're just choosing violence. Overall, a Center for Responsible Lending study found that from 2004 to 2008, 6.2% of white borrowers with a credit score of 660 and up got subprime mortgages, while 19.3% of such Latino borrowers and 21.4% of black borrowers did. The effects of the foreclosure disaster are starkly apparent in survey of consumer finances data. To start, the home ownership national rate marked decline over almost the whole Obama presidency, reaching the lowest rate since 1965 before slightly rebounding. So instead of fighting things like this, try to make sure black people can have home ownership so they can have assets that they can control and make money for them. They're worried about our children self-pleasuring. They're worried how the LGBT feelings are going to be conveyed. They're worried about who the hell invented hip hop. They're worried about Macy Gray saying, if you transition to a woman, you're not a woman. Y'all are insane. This is why black folks are not taken seriously out here in these geopolitical realms, because y'all have the biggest voices and you do coon shit. Imagine if you used y'all's platforms to advocate for black empowerment. And I'm not talking about just here. I'm talking about all over the world. We would be in a much better position right now. But y'all want to advocate for the wrong things. And then when we advocate for black empowerment, you want to get upset talking about we're being divisive. Before I go, let's bring up Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, who's on his way out. I wanted to see something, folks. I was fixing to check something. I need to see something, because we know how many coons they got over there in the UK. You know, these are the same people who bend the knee and kiss the ring of the Queen. But when it comes to black Americans, they got all the smoke. Even though the Queen has colonized many a nation that is black around the world. So I just typed in on Twitter, Boris Johnson Nigerians. So the first tweet I see, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson resigned on grounds of ethics scandal. In Nigeria politics, ethics is too trivial. It's not enough reason for anyone to resign, much less the president. Nigerians are yet to enjoy democracy. If Boris is a Nigerian, he will never resign, never. How the hell do you make this about you? At least it's nice to see y'all bringing up y'all's corrupt leaders, but here we go. Boris Johnson resigned after officials found out he held a party at the height of COVID. Yeah, sorry. Well, when everyone was on lockdown and Buhari can't resign even after all the killings and incompetency, why are Nigerians not angry? Why are you comparing Nigeria to this man? Yeah, he's down because of scandals, and Nigerians are making it about them.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah. We need help, folks. There's a lot of re-education that's going to have to be going on out here. A lot. Or y'all just shut the door. Whichever one's easier. I personally go for the shutting of the door. But again, this is a sign of the times, folks. We're in the end stages of this quote-unquote agenda they're trying to push out here. And it's nice to see the people fighting back, especially us, but at a certain point, oh, y'all not finna do this right now. I think it's time to recognize that we all ain't gonna make it. Ooh, Twitter, you're playing today, aren't you? So I can't even do my last story. Oh, you're playing. Okay, you're gonna play. Okay, you're going to play. Okay, I play with you. You're going to play. Let's see. Let me try this again. So I was trying to show the Georgia Guidestones getting demolished, but I guess Twitter doesn't want me to see it. Okay, now it works. I think it was just the browser that time. So yes, folks, somebody blew up the Georgia Guidestones, and the conspiracy theorists are out. They're saying that's the end. That's the sign of the end times. The Christians are going off talking about that was satanic, so it's a good thing. I didn't even get to go see it yet, so it kind of sucks. But yeah. I'm not even going to get into that other part because they're talking about George Bush, the first one. I ain't even going, nah. Not even going to get into that. I say rebuild them. I say rebuild them. What did Film Animation Arts say? Shutting door is probably the best option until they are able to get some act right. I don't think they'll ever get act right. I don't think so. A lot of them are too far gone. They want to kiss up to being white. They want to be part of the white supremacist system. They want to be like how Clinton called Obama the guy who would be serving my drinks. Or Biden said, we finally got a clean, articulate black man. Something to that effect. They refuse on the continent to read this book. They refuse. Well, hold on one second. Hold on one second. This is what I think would happen in a imperfect world if the guidestones are, part of all that. This is what a lot of them are in. This book is by a black man, Virgil Brandon. I bought this down at a Nubian bookstore down here in Georgia. I read this book. I think I'm going to do a review on it probably next week. But yeah, this is what they're in. A democratic coma. They don't give a damn. They still think like slaves. Instead of confronting white supremacy, they're sitting up here trying to tell us over here how to be black. Yet they're being a nationality. Say less. Say less. But before we go, folks, I'm going to be nice. Let's have some more fun. Now, I'm not advocating violence, but I found this video entertaining as hell. I found this video entertaining as hell. Now, this should be going forward. This is the attitude everybody black needs to have. So, quick backstory. They were in Macy's, her and her friend. And her friend was being a kleptomaniac. And the friend got her hemmed up on petty larceny charges, pending, of course. She wasn't having it. So she decided while she's waiting for the cops to come, she would do a TikTok and explain the situation. Let's have some fun and listen to what she said.
I'm in Macy's in the back. They got us locked up in the back. Don't ask. Stop interrupting me. I'm in the back at Macy's. This got me locked up because she was stealing in the motherfucking store. Sure did. This stealing. So now they say we stealing. I got to get me. Because I was with her. You can't. I gave you a motherfucker. Look at you gonna keep. This. I don't care. Oh, this is the that was stealing. This bum. They got us in the back. No, I just got good with my baby daddy. All right. I just got good with him. This he been looking for anything. You better take my baby from me. Gonna be all right. Be straight. If I go to jail, like a motherfucker said, this got me in the back. I am really in the back at Macy's, in the fucking room in the back, waiting on the fucking authorities to come and pick me up. All right. I'm not about to pay because of you. So this right here. Yes, y'all really. And this really, I'm about to fuck this bitch up in here because it's my motherfucking baby that you ain't just because you a bum mama, you ain't don't take care of your motherfucking church. You don't do stealing because you wasn't picking up. Then you ain't had no baby clothes. You ain't had no baby clothes. You ain't had no baby clothes. Don't get mine. Looking like she's trying to get for the club. You ain't so pathetic. Look at this everybody know. Let everybody know. And you can act like you don't give them. You can act like you don't give them. And now I'm gonna give them a reason. No, I was not stealing. I was not stealing. But now I'm gonna give them a fucking reason.
For this one.
Me
She
in
finna
the
go off.
fucking jail. All right. I'm about to give them a reason to block me the up.
They gonna lock both of us up.
I'm going to give them a reason to lock me the up. I'm telling you, can say one more motherfucking thing.
I'm saying it. Don't care. I don't care.
It is. She said, I don't care. She said, you gonna about to care and get these hands. That was beautiful, folks. I 100% agree. You don't care. You gonna put charges on me, mess me up with my baby daddy, and I may not see my kids, and you say you don't care? Okay. 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 You deserved everything you got. How about white folk? Y'all want to see some white folk? Let's show some white folk. Let's show some white folk. Yes, she did beat the brakes off of her. And I saw the video on YouTube. The security guard, my man had a whole lollipop in his mouth, talking about asking her whose phone it was. She's like, yeah, it's my phone. Give me my phone. And that was the dude that was his day off. So he didn't even want to be there. So he just really did not care. The only question I had in there was, why did it look like he had on a bulletproof vest? But I don't know how to get down out there. But okay. But yeah, let's laugh at white folks. Let's laugh at some white folks. Let's laugh at some white folks because that's what we do. We love laughing at white supremacy. Love laughing at white supremacy. Shout out to white supremacy. Shout out to Duval County, Little Duval's County. Shout out to them. I'll tell you, there's something in that Florida water, boy. I'm telling you, it must be. I think in that Florida water is goddamn. It's got to be gator piss in that water because the things they be doing down in Florida, boy. Well, y'all go ahead.
But one day when Nick says the rooster followed him and attacked him.
His neck flares up and he's doing his thing and he's trying to jump up at me.
He was trying to get the animal away.
And I tried to hit it.
Why does my man
but
look
the
like
chicken's
Joe
jumping
Rogan
up
if he
at me
didn't
and I
have the money?
accidentally knocked it in the head. Call it a lucky shot, whatever.
But when Dave Felice came home, all he saw was his rooster dead in a ditch.
I said, I'm calling JSO. I called JSO. JSO didn't do nothing. Then a couple days later, I realized I could call animal control.
And in late June, James Nix went to jail for animal cruelty.
Next thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me.
While the neighbors continue the fight, Nick says he never should have been arrested.
Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Really?
But one day when Nick says the rooster followed him and attacked him.
His neck flares up and he's doing his thing and he's trying to...
He did not say that. He called the chicken police on me. That nigga, he called 12 herbs and spices on me. Oh no. Shout out to white people. Shout out white people in Florida. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are great for content, man. I don't know what the hell going on in Florida, boy. I don't. Oh, yes. Let's bring back an oldie but a goodie. Now, shout out to those in Akron making sure that them cops are getting their asses handed to them. The mayor, too. Police chief. A whole lot of them. We will not forget Jalen Walker. Unfortunately, he got added to a whole list of unfortunate brothers and sisters that caught it from the police. But then we have these. Who remembers this video? This video was legendary. Security guard killed a family member. God damn it. Where is it? Security guard up in there killed their family members. So, of course, they went on the news. I had to act the fool. Let's go.
These siblings are furious. Their brother, who police say was an armed robber, was gunned down by a store clerk. The pair acknowledges that he was wrong for Roosevelt Rapley to try and rob the Dollar General on North Gettysburg Avenue, but they say the clerk shouldn't have had a gun at work. Rochelle and Juwan Rapley say their younger brother, Roosevelt Rapley, was the second of 10 siblings killed by gunfire.
I still don't believe it. Like, at the end of the day, I don't believe my brother is dead. It ain't kicked in yet.
And they're furious about how it happened.
At the end of the day, that's not right.
Police say a Dollar General clerk shot and killed 23-year-old Roosevelt, who showed a gun and demanded cash Wednesday.
Witnesses indicated that the weapon was brandished and pointed at employees.
The siblings recognize their brother's wrongdoing.
He got some responsibility, but not all.
But they say that still doesn't warrant the clerk's actions.
Right and wrong is wrong. That was wrong for that clerk to shoot my brother in the chest. Yes, he's robbing y'all. Oh, well. Call police. That's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all not supposed to take matters in your own hands. If that's the case, I don't take matters in my own hands.
Police say the clerk was legally
allowed to carry. So you knew your brother was wrong, but you still blame the clerk for shooting and killing him. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You don't know who carrying it at any time. You don't know. We got this fool from the great state of New York. Hang on one second, folks. Sorry about that. Yes. This idiot. Black. Again, I had a space yesterday. Black fathers unite, and black men unite. We have to come up with some solutions to help out our children. And this is a great case study on why we need fathers. Because this fool threw on the cape, not realizing that his cape meant nothing. Why are you pushing this old man? Sir, you forget this man's in a bodega. Okay, see, now he done messed up because he turned away from this man. So this man already eyed what he was going to get. And there it is. Fair use, by the way. You got stabbed how many times? And now you're dead. This man's sitting in jail now for murder. Which means he'll probably get off. Because he wasn't black. And he yeeted a black person. So he's probably going to get off. The GoFundMe will be rich. You have a problem with somebody at a bodega. Here's an idea. You leave the fucking bodega. And I was really trying not to curse on this. But I watched that video 7 times. And every time I watched it, I got more infuriated. Because there was no reason for you to go in the back to go try to handle this man. You should have just said, listen, you disrespect my people. We gonna handle it the right way. Yo dumbass went back there. No situational awareness. And now you passed on. Interesting. Black folks. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today. Make sure you share this out. Share this out. If you haven't, go watch that Tariq interview with DJ Akademiks. It was eye-opening. Now I know how to move with them coons. And if you want, if you have iPhone, get the ISIS papers. The ISIS papers are on Apple Books. Get that. And Malcolm X's biography, I think, is $2.99 as well. Go get that. Read that. Thank you. I tried to make this as good a broadcast as I can. Black empowerment is paramount for the future. Make sure you teach your kids a balanced diet of positive affirmations and make sure they're... You know what, guys? Before I go, I want to show you one last thing. I want to show y'all one last thing. This was a tweet that I saw earlier today. That was Wood's tweet. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, here it is. I need to show y'all this. And no, it's not the Roland Martin tweet, even though it does involve him to a certain extent. But I want to get the family's take on this. I want to get the family's take on this. Now, this tweet that I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to maximize it because I want y'all to see it. So this tweet says from this Zeke Arkham, it's a black man, a cop with an attitude, the notorious COP. I roast liberals, host of Reasonable Suspicion podcast, and an American patriot, hashtag all lives matter. Let's see. 140,000 followers. He said, someone told me I have to teach my daughter how to be black. I didn't know that was a thing. How about I just teach her to be a Christian, a good person, a patriot, and love her neighbors as herself, and let everything else simply fall into place. So Mr. All Lives Matter is telling you that he's not going to teach his daughter what it means to be black. So you're going to send her out there without an identity. No, I tell a lie. You did teach her an identity. You taught her to be a Christian, a good person, a patriot, and love her neighbors as herself. Sir, I don't know who needs to tell you this, but we are not the same with everybody else. I know you like to think that you're a Christian, that you're all under that same umbrella. That does not work, sir. Buffalo is a perfect example. Ukrainians are very, very Christian based. Did not stop that black massacre up there. Did not stop it. Yes, ma'am, Aboriginal woman. She's already unprepared. She's going to be one of the forgive people that we're going to have to deal with in 10 years. So, of course, you know me. I had to say something. But I let this coon tell you.
No, I know who I am. First of all, I'm Roland Martin. I'm a man.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Do you identify as a black man?
Oh, first of all, I identify as a man.
Okay.
I identify as a man.
Sexist?
No, actually, it's not sexist because if a person is a woman, identifies as a woman. Okay. So I'm a man. I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. Are you a Christian? Now you.
So you're going to teach her to be Roland, Uncle Roro. Facts. Life is one of the greatest teachers ever. You dumbass. You're going to put your daughter out there not knowing who she is, and you're going to put her out there, and people are going to teach her how black she is. Then she's going to come back and look at you and say, why didn't you teach me this, Dad? Then she's going to translate that into hating black men of her age group because you're pissed off at Daddy. Yeah, because we need another unhinged black woman out there. That's what we need. Very good, sir. Very good. Divine from Brooklyn said, this sounds good until those same white folks co-signing this tweet have an encounter with your daughter and they teach her that she's black. Good luck with that. No, they meant teaching her how to navigate a society where women are slowly become second-class citizens, a nation where women of color are already... Okay, so I already know you're probably not from here. I don't know, my nigga. You look like you're not from here. Because you're a black man saying women of color. Yeah. Christians in America do that. Love thy neighbor, really? Because I sure see a lot of LGBTQ hate, POC hate, immigrant hate, fundamentalist fascism. Yeah, whatever. Yep, my kids were told they talked white when they were growing up. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, all of us probably heard that. Karen Carter. When I was about 6, I had to explain what the N-word meant, and that someone might not like her because she's black. She wrinkled her nose and said, that's stupid. She's nice and she's my friend. The girls are 30 years old and still friends. Great. Sure, her parents had that conversation with her. How does someone teach someone black? Oh, he responded. Good question. Oh, the white man asked you that. You remember what TBA said? Have a white person ask the questions. You're right. She'll be one of their broken tools in 20 years. And which set of Christians is he talking about? He's talking about the regular Christians, Aboriginal woman. You know, when it comes to them, they don't discriminate against Protestants, Presbyterians, and all that. They're all Christian because they all read the same damn Bible. Why is hip hop trending? Why is hip hop trending? It's every 3 days. I told y'all every 3 days. Y'all bringing Pete Rock outside? Lord, I'm not even dealing with this today. Nope. I was asked the same thing. Speech patterns pronouncing ask as acts. However, speech patterns like that actually originate in areas of England inhabited by peasants. So it's actually talking like a subset of white people. Okay, whatever. That's a comedy bit waiting to be written. I'd love to hear Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle go through the list of courses one must take to be properly black. The stereotypes of things would be so cringe-inducing and hilarious. Both of them have already done that, sir. Maybe you need to go do research. Bigger and Blacker, he said that. Bring the Pain. Both of those are Chris Rock's. He said that. When he did Chris Rock show, he explained a bit about black. But, of course, y'all don't want to do that. But it's okay. Good question. Am African American? I don't understand it either. Are you from here? Child of God. So I already know you're not. Okay. Watch Silver Streak. It can't be taught. That's a very good point. But again, he was going in blackface. You had Gene Wilder dressing up in blackface. So, yeah. But go look up Al Jolson. They tried to teach him to be black. Oh, look. Hispanic chicks flipping out over $9 fries. Let's move on. This comes from white liberals, suburbanites whose only contact with blacks is on rap videos or work. They have never been to a family home in the hood. They think blacks don't act like thugs, that don't act like thugs aren't black enough. You teach them that they're oppressed, they can never succeed because of whites, that the cops are out to kill them, that's that the whites own them, etc. You're an idiot. That's not the only thing. But of course, this is what they want to regulate it to. Start with, see, now all the white racists are coming out. Start with a crash course in Ebonics, followed by twerking 101. You will then have captured the value of the U.S. black population. See what I mean? According to CRT, you have to be on CP time for one. That's a racism remark. The person who said this is a racist. No one's looking a color but a racist. Teaching to be black sounds racist to me. Steal, loot, burn down your cities, and live on welfare. What'd I tell you? So all the white folk just show up and just go in. And the trolls. But yes, folks. He's going to send his daughter out there to think that she's a human being, and she's going to learn that, yes, you may be a human being, but you are a different kind of human being. And she won't know how to deal with it. So, sir, I'm going to need you to get on that and make sure you change your daughter's thinking and get her prepared for what she's about to face in the real world. Because I'm pretty sure as a black man in this country, you had to face some racism. And if you didn't, you're lying to yourself. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Thank you all for joining me. Like I said, go look up that Tariq DJ Akademiks interview. It was eye-opening to say the least. And later on, make sure if you're on Twitter, hook up with Sincere, the Love God, and Nikki, the God. They're going to be discussing ways we can get Howard University to apologize to Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's estate for firing her. And no matter what, she's always going to be black first. That goes for Dr. Welsing and for this man's daughter. So, y'all, that's it. That's the show. Take care. Stay safe. But the elder wants to say something to that man.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah. This is going to be your daughter's world, sir, if you do not intervene and make sure she is taught what she is.